everyone. Welcome to our viewers on Facebook and YouTube and from across Europe and from wherever you're watching. Welcome to our second screening of this afternoon. We are connecting now to Bulgaria, to Koya and Neda, and they are doing a very interesting activity with glass. Ooh, already spoiler alert, sorry. And they will talk about what they have been doing for the STEM Discovery Week. I'm very curious to hear and see some of the examples. So I will give you the word now.
Thank you. I'm Neda Chehlarova, and this is Koya Chehlarova. Koya is a bachelor in the New Bulgarian University in Sofia in visual arts specialty, module visual glass arts as art in the design, and she's working with glass. The activity which we are connected in the STEM Discovery is an online glass exhibition, GlassMath. The glass as an art, despite the beauty, goes invariably hand in hand with chemistry. The most important thing about the heat treatment is the compatibility of the glass that you want to mix. In the last year, Koya has been working with a special technique called glass fusing, in which she's making probes with glass and different biological materials. Most of them right now are seafood puddings like corals, seashells, or corals.
For example, this is yellow glass fusing with shells.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, and the specific thing about the seashells is when they go to the heat treatment in about 700 degrees Celsius, they remain white, which is not common because
Oh,
all other
I can't hear you
materials.
now. Can you repeat that?
Yes, the specific thing is when you go through this heat treatment in about 700 degrees Celsius, they remain white. Which is unusual because all other materials like leather, like plants, when she uses, they go black, they burn, and
Okay.
they also remain a very beautiful imprints. But thanks to the calcium carbonate, which is in those shells, they remain white. And
Wow.
this is shape of glass which has made to the corals which was used for the fusing. The glass is,
Beautiful.
yes. The whole
Wow.
process took about 24 hours,
Okay.
I think, in the fusing.
So what is
If
the
you,
process? Can you explain or?
well, yes, for example, this one here, she put the shells between two glasses, and when they hit to the certain temperature, and they then get to the cold to the temperature of for room temperature, the glass connects. They remain. So they she makes them fix it. Yes, she fixed them. If you want to make a precise flat glass, for most of the works they use molds. They can be made of gypsum, tongue, clay, or glass wool. For example, she showed you a glass star made of blue glass.
Ah,
This
beautiful.
is right. So which and she makes different props with different types of glasses. How thin they are, how small they should be, because everything matters. And this, for example, it's some say star, some say snowflake. It's made from triangles, from squares, which
Yeah,
combining the perfect in the perfect order makes beautiful and interesting forms.
very
Um,
nice.
uh, yes, the other method, which is right now housed in the atelier, the studio of glass in the university she's studying. It's called One Work, in which are used borosilicate pipes like this one here,
Or spaghetti.
or as they call them, spaghetti. They can be with different thinner or bigger. And the interesting thing here is they are made with a burner and with a special instrument with a burner. So some of the pipes can reach the form of blown glass, as it's one of the other methods we're going to show. And right now she's showing you. This is carbonate glass, and the specific thing is if you want to make, let's say, 2 covers, from 2 covers to make another, they must be from the exact, they must match. The glasses must be from the exact same material, like chemic. The other method which they're going through right now, it's called decades or copies, which is on flat glass. They put a special, yes, on a special paper with a special ink. They can print different shapes, scratches, or pictures which every author has made. And when you go through fusing again for about 24 hours, but in a lower temperature, about around 500 degrees Celsius, they remain on the glass and remain durable. And again, it can be done on different glasses with some are thinner, some are bigger, and different shapes. Yes.
And optic glass.
This is an optic glass again. Which is specific and not always work out when it has gone through such a high temperature. For the open doors in New Bulgarian University, they make different workshops in which they show some of those methods. Like for example, special master comes to show them the one work, in which in about several hours, Koya and all her colleagues and students show every one of the participants, teachers, parents, students, all the pupils, show them around the rooms in the studio of glass, show them all the machines, all the techniques, how the glass can be cutted. And the most interesting, which is from the first place, is the Tiffany, which is also common in all around the world. It's one of the most famous, in which the glasses in different forms, depending on the after, are cutted and then are put together with a burner, and they're flat glass again. And it can take different forms. It can be from this small, it can go to a whole door, let's say. In USA, most of the people use those as in their front doors. They put those glasses because the shades which are made from the sun going through the glass are also very beautiful in all the works. And for another example from her works, this is star polygon or bow, which is made from 2 squares, yellow, if you can, as you can see. And for the making of this are used 2 techniques. One is the gypsum with a mold with the gypsum, and wall cool for the making, in which she has put between the 2 glasses different thinner colored glasses like red, green, and depending on the sun, on the light, they can take a purple shape, like a chameleon, which is for
impressive.
Yes, for which again they make different props for every glass, how thin it's be, how the colors should be put together, mixed, and it's very interesting, even if it doesn't work always.
It sounds
Doesn't
also like a lot of precise work.
yes,
Yeah.
and the other method which is housed right now in the university is called blown glass.
Mm-hmm.
For example, this is a glass with red and purple smaller glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And the method shows how it's made. From the
Mm-hmm.
name, you can understand how it's made. This is one of her work which she made in one of their annual practices in Czech Republic. They go there every year for about half a month. And this was from her Reflected Universe, which is one of the works which you can see in this online exhibition. They all go there in the leadership of the associate professor from the Studio Glass, Konstantin Volchev. And in 2017, the last year, they organized, with the leadership of Professor Volchev, the first international Biennale of Glass in Bulgaria, in which more than 120 works from all around the world came here from over 13 different countries.
Wow.
In which exhibitions you could see every style, every technique which can be shown, and they organized 8 exhibitions in some of the biggest cities in Bulgaria.
Oh, that sounds fascinating. I would have loved to be there.
Yes. Well, next time you're welcome.
Next time, yeah.
Yes, and Koya's young author, which is working with glass, is really grateful for the opportunity which the STEM gives us in the STEM week to distribute and popularize this kind of art. And she wants to encourage the young generation to develop in the field of glass art and to combine it with exact science, which has, as we shown, it's about physics, chemics, it's mathematical. And for example, this is all part, one of our works, which can be seen right now in the open desk, which will be in the glass studio. For the making of this, it's on flat glass again. For the making of this, she has used informational technology, special programs, and mathematical laws. The actual name of the part is counting rectangles or squares. And
So it sounds like glass art is a perfect example of a STEAM activity, of STEAM where you combine STEM with arts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And glass art is not so widespread in Bulgaria as, for example, in the Czech Republic, where it is a very traditional work, because it's said that Czech Republic is one of the first countries to work with the glass, and they're very popular. Some of the greatest artists are from there, and I would say that sometimes it may look hard or a long process, but at the end, the works which you can see are very beautiful, and all the time has worth it.
And do you know if there are any opportunities for younger students as well, like before university, in secondary and primary school, if they have any opportunities to try glass art and try making glass?
Well, yes, during the open doors and everyone in all the days, they all can come in the glass studio in New Bulgarian University. Most of the students or high school students or parents, they can go there. They can watch them how it's the techniques made, how are they cutting glass, how are they mixing it. And most of them started in that way. They watch, they ask questions, At some point, they start to work with some of the bigger students, which are first year or fourth year magisters. And at some point, when they're well aware of the process of the techniques, they want to try and do it by themselves, to program, to make them. And this is how they start to love the glass. And this is how Koya decided to study this specialty.
And do you have also professional opportunities and future opportunities if you study glass?
Well, yes, you can work, you can start creating your own works. Some of the machines are, depending on the size you want to buy, they're not so expensive. So right now, as many of the programs in the Europe, you can start something like this, especially for a woman under 35. But it depends on the work you want to do.
Yes, I think.
And the techniques, yes, because some of the techniques, besides the blown glass, they all can be done in this glass studio, for example. And it's very important for me, I think, because they can see all the techniques and they can choose from a variety styles. They can work through all the processes and to decide which is going to be their technique, which they're going to work.
Yeah, it's seeing it happen in real life and trying it out and experiencing it. Yes, it's great. Okay, thank you very much for telling us about this very fascinating and a niche kind of art. And it's a great combination with STEM. So I think perhaps science teachers got some inspiration to go more into art as well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for being here.
Thank
And
you.
good luck with your studies in glass.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Okay.